Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Las Vegas Raiders. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Geez, I mean, what more can you say about Lamar Jackson? We know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but, you know, if you wanted proof of his straight-line speed, look no further.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
Flush to his right. His throw incomplete.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 8 yards out, and the Raiders have taken the early lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, here's Kaepernick. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
Kaepernick's pass.
They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to make it third down and 10.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Christian Kirk taking it in. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Jaguars nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
14-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he's got room. He's got daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Antonio Gibson, 71 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 21-0 our score after 1.
First quarter with the score Raiders 21, Jaguars nothing.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. Flushed out right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Kaepernick. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards. First down, Jaguars.
Now Kaepernick again. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A gain on the play. First down, Jaguars.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
McCaffrey on the counter, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 6 there on first. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 16-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. His throw caught at about the 5. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Lamar Jackson as the first half is winding down. And the silver and black continue to roll. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jaguars, nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On 2nd down, Jackson.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Jackson will throw again. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Alberto. His 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And this offense is running away with this one. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Raiders 42. Jaguars.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Kaepernick now on first down. And incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Cameron Hayward. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. That's complete. Okue Bunam.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up. 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he is in. Touchdown.